Hey guys, it's your girl Evan, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is going to be less serious and more comfortable, and I'm just basically going to be discussing the 5 mistakes that I made when I started trading, so you don't make them same mistakes. So this is basically like a follow-up. So last week we spoke about market directions and the different trends and directions that the market could go in, but today I want to just touch on the mistakes that I made, so you guys don't have to make the mistakes to start your trading journey. So when I first started trading, I was literally blowing accounts, wasting money, losing money, losing money. So today I basically want to share the 5 top mistakes that I made when I started, so you guys don't have to, so you guys can avoid the pain and just enjoy the gains, period. So let's get straight into the video. I hope you guys do enjoy this, and I hope you guys do learn something from this. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well down below. Thank you. So if you're new here, my name is Evelyn, and I make videos about trading, finance, beauty, lifestyle, all of the above. And I truly believe that trading isn't just about looking at the charts, but it's also about the mindset and the mentality of it all and the balance of it all. Let's get straight into the video while I share with you guys the 5 top mistakes that I made, so you guys don't have to make the same mistakes. So the first thing I used to do when I first started trading was trading without a plan. So I'm gonna explain to you the importance of actually trading with a plan. So I remember I used to just wake up early in the morning, look at the charts. If it was going in the uptrend, I'd buy. If it was going in the downtrend, I'd sell. There was no real strategy. There was no real plan. So trading without a plan. So while trading with a plan, not only would you strengthen your strategy and also find the basis and kind of learn from any mistakes that you kind of make in the past, but you also will be making more money because you are trading with a plan and you actually are planning out each trade that you take in terms of your entries, exits, lot sizes, how much you're risking, everything like that. So always trade with a plan, even throughout the week. One thing I do say and do recommend for people to do is make sure you pay attention to the news that is happening out there, because you could be on a trade on gold, for example, and news could come out about unemployment claims or NFP, and that could literally bring you straight to your stop loss, and if you're lucky, take profit. But trading with a plan, knowing what's going on in the charts, knowing what's going on in the markets, knowing what affects the charts, what affects the markets, and actually having a plan. So don't just wake up, look at the charts. If it's an uptrend, you buy, and if it's at a downtrend, you sell. Don't do that, guys. Please do trade with a plan. So that is one mistake that I used to do when I first started trading. So please do avoid doing that. So the next mistake that I made when I first started trading, and I feel like it's a very common mistake that is made by a lot of new beginner traders, is overleveraging. And that is basically risking too much. So I know it does seem exciting when you risk more, and like we all know that saying, the higher the risk, higher the reward. But that doesn't always work with trading. So with trading, you need to be managing your risk. So I remember when I first started off, I would literally be trading and leveraging my whole account. So if I had about €100 in the account, I was literally risking every single bit of that €100 just to make a 1:3 and multiply my account by like 3 or 4. And some days it is successful, some days it's not. But if you are actually trying to grow within the trading community, and if you are trying to actually become a profitable trader that makes profits on a daily, you need to be risking a very suitable amount and not over leveraging. Because if you're just risking your whole account every time you trade, that you might as well have just been gambling, and that's not what we're trying to do here. Even if we do look at trading as gambling, we need to look at it as strategic gambling. We need to be strategic with every single thing that we do and every trade that we do take. So guys, that's one mistake that I used to make all the time. I was leveraging and risking way too much. Sometimes it worked out for me and sometimes it didn't. So in a case where I was risking the whole €100 account, I could lose that in seconds. Whereas if I had only risked about 3% or 10%, I would still be able to manage the loss, basically. So always manage your risk, and also manage how much you're leveraging and how much you're risking when you are placing your trades and everything like that. If you are new to this, I'm not sure, but we all have had that experience where we're in a trade and you risk. Like, I'll give an example. Like, I remember there'd be times where I'd be in a trade where I was basically risking the whole account, and I literally leave my phone on the side to try and set and forget, and then I get a ding. And we all know when we get that email from your broker basically saying margin call, prepare to either put more money into the account or prepare to close your trade. And that is the worst feeling ever, especially when you do have so much confidence in yourself. Just because you risked too much and you leverage too much, you are not able to even see the benefits of the trade that you actually planned. And like, it could be an amazing setup, it could be good, but sometimes it does, the market will do what it wants to do, so it will reverse or take a different turn or anything like that. So we do need to be careful in terms of that, so we don't actually fall into the category and fall into that trap of margin calls and stuff like that. So always leverage your risk, guys. So the third thing that I used to always do when I first started trading, guys, honestly and truly, I remember my mentor, the person that actually taught me how to trade a couple years back, used to always give out to me about this because I hated doing it, but you actually have to do it to become profitable. And that mistake was literally ignoring risk management. So I know we just spoke about over leveraging, but actually intentionally managing your risk, I used to ignore it. So the likes of stop losses and stuff like that, I would literally ignore it, even take profits. I would get so greedy in the markets. I see it clearly, it'd be damn near close to my take profit, but just because I feel like it's going to push a bit more, I'd move my take profit higher. I wouldn't even set a take profit, and I wouldn't even set a stop loss because I had that much confidence in my trade. And it is good to have have confidence in your trades, but you need to, for you to become profitable, and not just for the time being, but actually overall yearly, and being able to get payouts on a monthly basis, on a daily basis, you do need to set your take profits and your stop losses. So once I was actually able to protect my money, I was then able to actually keep my profits. So guys, always set a stop loss. Now looking back on the times where I never used to set a take profit or a stop loss, like I was literally giving my money away to the markets. I was literally saying, here you go, take my money, and not taking anything back from it. So with that, once I actually started controlling my risk and controlling how much I leveraged and everything like that, my trading improved drastically and I became way much more profitable. And always calculate your lot sizes, guys. So don't just put any lot size just based on your, obviously if you do, like the more you trade, the more of an idea you have on what lot size you should be using. But if you are new to this, I will put down some links below where you can actually calculate your lot sizes on every trade that you do take as well. Now, the fourth mistake that I used to make when I first started trading, and I think it's a very common one, is chasing every single signal or setup or following signals and stuff like that. Of course, sometimes it does work out for people, just taking signals from other traders. But with that, you're not actually able to actually, like, God forbid, they're not sending signals in anymore. What are you going to do then? That's how you guys need to actually put in the work yourself and actually learn how to read the charts for yourself and learn how to find quality setups and how to actually get the setups yourself without actually needing anyone. Because at the end of the day, signals are not guaranteed forever. And even like when you do see, one thing I used to do as well is I'd see something on the charts and I'd be like, that's a good setup, but it wasn't hitting all my boxes. It wasn't ticking all my boxes that I have in place. It wasn't ticking all the boxes I had in terms of whether the trade was a good trade or not. And with that, I would just take the trade anyways. And with that, I'd end up losing money and then even looking back when the trade doesn't go to plan, I know exactly why it didn't go to plan, because I was looking for, let's say, for example, a break of structure. It wouldn't be a break of structure because that's the most basic. But for example, I was looking for a break of structure. I didn't see the break of structure. Yeah, I still took the trade. Why did I take the trade? I don't know, because I was literally chasing every single signal, every single trade. And like, I honestly used to think that being active meant you are productive, but sometimes it's actually best not to take the trade and not to trade at all. Like if you are looking on the charts and you see something and the chart isn't giving you something that's, tangible or something that's promising, do not take that trade. Do not process. Do not go ahead and take that trade, because you're only going to end up losing in the end, and that will literally be on you. So that is one mistake that I used to always make when I first started trading, literally chasing every signal, chasing every trade, looking and begging the markets for something. If the market isn't giving you something, you don't have to force it. So never ever force a trade, guys. And it's okay to not trade every day. Like even if you traded 3 days out of the 5 days, one day could be a loss and the other 2 is a win, and you're up regardless. Like that kind of brings me back to my first mistake that I used to make, trading without a plan. I always say set a goal and always talk in percentages, because that's how you actually grow. Because if you're just looking at the figures, you're not actually going to be seeing the growth. So for example, on a €100 account, if I left the week, obviously we'd want to make more, but if I left the week 10% higher than what I started off with, that's still growth, if you get what I mean. Whereas I used to chase the amounts. But you need to look at it. For you to actually become a good trader and a very good trader and very profitable, you need to be able to look at your wins as successes when they really, like, look at them as successes, even though they might not be the highest or the biggest amount made or whatever. They were still successful. And with that, you're strengthening your strategy, you're strengthening your plan, and by then you're just growing and growing. Like, trading is not an overnight success thing. You need to actually put in the work to do so. And that is one thing I used to always do. I used to try and chase the markets and look for quick profits and look for quick in and out trades just to make a quick bit of money. But if you are actually in this for the long game, you need to actually be patient and wait for the market to give you what it needs to give you before you take them trades. Like, literally for me, when I actually practiced patience and was actually looking for high quality setups, I became profitable in a matter of weeks and days just by changing that one thing about my trading journey. So the next common mistake that I feel like a lot of beginner traders do make when they get started is neglecting mindset and lifestyle. So trading isn't just like, it's such a mental game. So I remember when I first started off, I placed a trade and I literally sit on my phone looking at the charts go up and down, up and down, up and down. It's literally playing with your mind. You could be up 1,000 a minute and then the next you're down 500, which is literally playing with your mind. So I didn't actually realize how much my mood actually affected my daily trading plan. And like they say, the market is literally a reflection of yourself. So you need to actually take care of that. Whatever it is, like, even when you do place a trade, don't become a chart zombie. Don't be watching the charts and looking. Like, you need to, like, because if you follow the last 4 steps that I gave you in terms of having a good trading plan and actually looking for quality setups, if it is a good setup that you are in and that you're trading, it's either going to hit take profit or stop loss. You just have to wait it out and see what happens. And if you're managing your risk and everything like that, even if the trade goes to your stop loss, like, how much are you going to be losing? What, 1%, 2%? We'll make that back in the next trade. We will live to, hopefully at least. Markets are always open the following day. The market it's not going to disappear. So it's always going to be there for you to make money. But you also need to prioritize yourself, your mindset, your mental health in terms of everything. Like, seeing figures like that really does get a bit daunting, and it does, can play on your mental health, as it really did to mine anyways when I first started off. So please do be careful when you are trading. So always make sure that you don't neglect your mindset and your mental health when trading. Even when you place a trade, go on a walk, read it out, accept that. You literally need to be able to balance everything, balance it all. So yeah, guys, don't become a chart zombie. When you place your trades, please do step away and don't let the trades play with your head and mess with your head, because it really does get hard, especially if when you're just starting off. Like, you need to become, like, it's not really spoken about, but a lot of trading is the psychology of it all as well. You need to be mentally strong, and you need to be mentally be able to handle the wins and the losses. Like, of course it's easy to handle the wins, but no one ever spoke about the losses and how to handle it. So we need to be able to actually handle the losses. And that's one thing that I struggled with when I first started off, was managing my losses and actually handling it, and basically seeing my money disappear literally right in front of my eyes. So guys, it does get tough. There will be some off days, but at the end of the day, as long as you're up, that's all that matters, literally. But yeah, that was the top 5 mistakes that I made when I first started trading. So I'll just go through it again. So trading without a plan, over leveraging, risk management, chasing every signal or setup, and finally neglecting our mindset and lifestyle. So hey guys, that is the end of the video, and I would love for you guys to also comment down any certain habits or mistakes that you guys are currently making right now, and then see if I can make a video or even comment down below on any tips that I could give you guys in terms of that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you guys do take in everything I said today, so you guys don't make the mistakes that I made, so you can become more profitable way faster than I did. It did take me a couple years, but with these tips, I am sure that you guys will be able to become more profitable in a matter of time. So that is the end of the video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.